If you look around, most people live under an income ceiling. All the expenses, the house, the groceries, the bills, and everything between has to be under this income. See, for the average person, this income comes from a job and it doesn't really change much. According to CNBC, the average American income does not change after the age of 35 and it drops after the age of 64. This means that if you are around the age of 35 working on a normal job, your income is not likely to increase. This is if you follow the average path. This income ceiling makes it practically impossible for the average American to build any long-term wealth, especially as living expenses keep getting higher. This doesn't allow the average American to save and invest for their financial future. So in order to create any long-term wealth, we must first start by increasing our income. This is the continuation of our video series, the Income Growth series, where we cover different ways to increase your income this year. So make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to not miss any of our income growth videos. And let's get started. There are two main methods of increasing your income, the entrepreneurial way and the internal way within your job or your career. Let's start by increasing the income you already have. If you already have a job, let's focus on maximizing your income from it. Number 1, become more valuable in your company. If you have a job and you look around, most people don't put 100% of their effort in their job. Most only put the minimum amount of effort just not to get fired. According to a Gallup study, 51% of Americans are disengaged at work, meaning they tend to only do the bare minimum work necessary. And 16% of workers are actively disengaged, meaning they actually resent their job. If you ever had a job, I am sure you've experienced this type of worker before. Now, these statistics are a little scary, but this also means there's opportunity for those hungry to do more. See, there are 3 types of workers within a company: the job workers, the career workers, and the mission workers. The job workers don't really like their job, and they are there only to get a paycheck and nothing more. The career workers focus on the position. They want to get the manager position, the VP, or the COO of the company. They are typically driven by the prestige they get with the title. The last type of worker are the mission workers. These are people who are looking to make a change, to improve and add value anywhere they are. They focus on making their environment better and are always looking for opportunities to improve, not just themselves, but their work as well. These types of workers are typically the ones that become the most valuable employees. See, companies are more than happy to pay more than average money to those who put in more than average effort and produce more than average results. By looking for ways you can add value to the owners or the decision makers or your company overall, increases your chances to get a raise if you ask for it or even get a higher paying position. If you're thinking about asking for a raise, it's a good idea to start building a positive track record with your higher-ups. Make sure they notice the extra effort, time, and extra work you put in to help the company prosper. Again, companies are more than happy to pay above average to those who demonstrate above average work ethic and results. This is a good first step to start maximizing your current income. Number 2, go where the money is. There are 3 types of jobs in a company. You have the labor part of the company. These are the jobs that take care of the manual work. These jobs, if needed, can be easily replaced by someone else. Then there are the technical jobs. These normally require a higher skill level. These are people like the accountant or the engineers of the company. Normally, both of these jobs still have a limit on earnings. They might get raises, but their income increase is decided by a boss and not by them. As we all know, a company's job is to make money. Without money, there is no business. So going where the money is means to go to the 3rd type of job a company has, and that is the revenue-generating jobs, like salespeople, closers, copywriters, or marketers. Those people whose job is to make the money are a highly valuable part of the company. When you are the one bringing in the dollars for the company, it becomes easier to increase your own income within the company. This type of job typically does not have a limit on how much you can make. If you make the company more money, they're more than happy to pay you for you to continue doing it. When you're the one bringing in the money, you are in a position of power. Now, these are ways you can increase your income within a job. Now, let's talk about ways you can increase your income outside of your job. Number 3, start a service-based business. The first way to start earning money on the side outside of your job is to start a service-based side hustle. Find a problem that people have in your community and help them solve it. For example, if you notice that your community has many busy professionals who don't have time to take care of their lawn, why not start a little landscaping business and help them with that problem? If you live close to a wealthy neighborhood, why not go shopping for them? Many wealthy people prefer not going grocery shopping, so every week they can pay a couple $100s to someone to do it for them. Service-based businesses are some of the fastest businesses to start making money because it doesn't require you to build a product or use many tools to get started. Just you and a little of your time. With a little creativity, you can start solving problems and making side income as soon as tomorrow. So let's get a little mastermind going in the comments. What are some of the side hustles that you can start in your community today? Number 4, start a social media brand. Another great way to start building a side income is to start building a brand in social media. If you have something you can sell, you can start making money in just a few months. If you start a YouTube channel or an Instagram account, you can use it to sell your product or service. People think that in order to make money on social media, they need hundreds of thousands or millions of followers. But if you have something to sell, you can start making money from day one. Chances are, if you already have an Instagram account with at least a couple hundred followers, you can start helping people with your products or services. Now, if you don't have a product or service to sell yet, then it might take a little longer to increase your income this way, which leads me to my next point. Number 5, develop a high income skill. A high income skill is a skill that is in high demand, can solve someone's problem not many people have, and you can charge money for. Take a few months and develop a skill that provides value to others and not many people have. By learning a skill that not many people have will allow you to charge a fairly high amount for your skills. Many high income skills can charge from $100 up to a few $1,000s per hour, and sometimes more in a few cases. This is the basic principle of supply and demand. If you have a skill that is valuable, meaning it has demand, and not many people have, meaning there's very little supply, your value is higher because your skill isn't easily available. A high income skill is not a job or a career. A high income skill is an ability you have that can make you money in any industry anywhere in the world. Some of these skills are things like marketing, sales, closing. If you can develop a skill that is in demand and people are willing to pay you for it, then you're in a good position to increase your income. Now, I know that one of the biggest challenges is getting started, so I'm going to be hosting a free high income training session with one of my millionaire mentors where you're going to learn one of the most powerful high income skills you can use to increase your income as soon as this year. This is a skill that I personally started learning a couple months ago, and it has already added thousands of dollars to my income. The link to register for that training is in the description of this video. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.